Welcome to Man Talk 133. That's what me and you name. What up, my boy?
What's going on, bro? How you been, man?
Hey, man, ain't nothing to it, dog. We back at it again, man.
Oh
This
yeah.
week, man, is a kind of like a pressing topic that people kind of been overlooking. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say in Raleigh. I ain't saying they're overlooking it, but
Mm-hmm.
I think they overlooking it. That's just my personal opinion on it. And
And
that's
what we
homeless.
got?
That's homelessness.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I've been looking at some things, and the one that stick out to me the most is why we got homeless veterans, bro.
Man, that's crazy. That's a good question, man. That's crazy, man, because we've been dealing with that for a long time.
I'm just saying, like, okay, you go, you get shot at,
Yeah.
you ripped away from your family,
Yeah.
and then you come back, you ain't got nowhere to stay. I don't understand. I ain't in the politics side of it. I don't know what they
Right.
working on, but to me, I don't feel like they're working on it enough. You know what I'm saying? And
You're right.
So they said veterans encounter challenges that most of the population cannot relate to. And these
Mm-hmm.
circumstances also play a role in high percentages of homeless veterans in the United States. Recognizing the main reasons vets experience homelessness is the first step to developing solutions.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, man, they ain't developing no solutions, bro. Like, for example, one day I used to deliver papers downtown Raleigh,
Mm-hmm.
and bro, it was probably like she
Yeah.
had to been like 20 degrees, bro.
Yeah, they all over Raleigh, man. The
Yeah,
homeless.
he was sleeping up on the step, like on a
Man.
stairway, wrapped up in some
Mm-hmm.
cover. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know if he was a veteran or not. We're gonna get to the other
Mm-hmm.
homeless people too, but I wanna talk about them. I want to know what I don't know what you think or what causes it. I know some of the causes they say, is mental health, affordable
Yeah.
housing,
Right.
different things like that.
And man, I that's like I said, man, that's still a good question and a puzzling question when I think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because man, you got all them vets out there, man, and you know what I'm saying? It's like they don't want to
Yeah.
give them no health care or nothing. It's like, like you said, you just throw them away. And then they wonder they wonder why when some of these guys go into these facilities for help, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they turn them away and then they come back and they shoot up the place
Yeah.
or,
Yeah.
or stab up somebody, you know what I mean? Because these guys on the streets, like you said, in the wintertime, man, and they trying, like, man, cause you know how cold it is in the winter. I'm like
Yeah,
really
bro.
cold on the mornings, and
Yeah.
they got to sleep outside, man, with all this stuff, man. It's like
Yeah.
it's crazy, man.
It is,
And
man.
I don't know what solution or what the government is doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know they ain't doing nothing to help, but I don't know I don't know if there's kind of some kind of a like project,
Yeah.
or something like, what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that movie, the stuff in the movies and stuff like that. I don't know if it's some kind of, I don't know what that is, man, but
Yeah,
it's
cause
uncalled for.
it ain't right. It ain't right, and it ain't clear either. Understand?
Right.
Okay, you have people that they say, some of the stuff I wrote down. They say mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have mental health institutions for
Mm-hmm.
everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it come down to the veterans, they say is mental health, and that's one of the main reasons why they sleep on the streets. I'm like, no, bro, that don't make sense to me, bro. Like the other people got mental health issues too, but they sleeping
Right.
in a warm facility, bro. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm
And it's
saying?
and it almost seems like, man, they don't want to like they don't want to give the vets their due
That's what.
what's
Yeah,
due to them. They don't want to pay them because they owe a lot of they owe us vets, man.
yeah. And let
You
me be
know,
clear to y'all too. Both of us are vets, so we got the
right.
right to talk about it. But go ahead, bro. I
That's
want to.
right.
I want to put
Oh
that in
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, you always got to put that in there.
Yeah, yeah,
But that's what I'm saying, man. In most cases, man, because even like a lot of guys that that is getting help. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's almost like you got to fight tooth and nail, and at every corner you turn, they turning you away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they deny you on this and deny you on that, and it's like they don't want to give you no help because they don't want to pay you. They got pretty much take care of you if you want to use that term.
Yeah. And that's what they
So
thinking too. They thinking like, well, hey, especially the guys, hey, if you've been in any, this is my personal opinion on it. This is why
mm-hmm.
I couldn't be a VSO officer or somebody that approved these claims. Because
Right,
I had the highest approval rate in the country. Because if you've been in certain places that and you
right,
have certain things that happened to
right,
you, it ain't up for debate for me. I'm just saying, it ain't
right,
my money. They got it allocated for a reason.
right,
So
right.
I'm just saying, why fight a dude if you got a guy 90% and you saying he got mental health issues, why you don't give him 100% so the man ain't got to work? Or you give him 50% and then you tell him to go back to work, then he kirk out on somebody, and then he locked up
Mm-hmm.
for
See,
because y'all won't do him right.
see that 100%. See that 100%. See, that's a whole lot. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's 90 and 100. It's 10%, but for the
Mm-hmm.
government, like you were
Mm-hmm.
saying, they act like it's their money, right?
Yeah.
See, that's a whole lot of accolades come with that 100%. Like some states, if you got 100%, you don't have to pay no taxes on your home or nothing like that.
Well, you shouldn't
If
have
you
to, bro.
right,
If you've been to places like that, and I know we
mm-hmm,
getting off a little bit off of the homeless thing, but if you've been in
right,
certain places, you got certain issues going on. You can't
mm-hmm,
sleep at night. You got bells
right,
ringing in your head all the time. You got dry eyes and bad knees and all kind of stuff.
right.
You should give them 100. They shouldn't have to pay taxes. They shouldn't have to
It's
all this other stuff they got to fight for.
And see that then see, but that's when you look at the flip side of it, the reason why they drag us like us vets like that.
Yeah,
Because see, if them guys, you ain't got to pay taxes and
yeah,
stuff like that, they can feel like that's taken out of their pocket,
yeah. But what I'm saying,
you know.
like, is all if I understand it correctly,
Right.
is a budget that's already allocated, which
Mm-hmm.
ain't affecting them no way anyway. Because if you don't
And that's
spend the
what I can't
money,
under that's what I
if you
can't
don't spend the money,
understand.
you don't get it the next time. I don't
Right.
understand like the logic in that. Like like I said, y'all listen. Don't give me a VSA job because I'm gonna have the highest approval rate in North Carolina, probably in the
But
country. I'm just
but I know, but like you said, I know, like I said, we ain't getting off topic. And like I said,
Mhm.
this ain't political. But see, that's why a lot of people got a problem. You see what kind of money they send to Ukraine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know
And
what I'm saying? But
then here in the
but we
United
here
States,
starving.
yeah, them dudes homeless, bro. And now, to his credit, now he did pass the PACT Act that kind of help, help a lot of
Right,
vets and give them a little bit
right.
more. But it's still like when you go into this VA, meet with these VSOs, bro, they act like it's their money. Like they
Yeah,
act like
man.
I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, you like, I mean, are you getting a commission for how much money you keep? You see what
Right.
I'm saying? I mean, what is it? Because I'm confused, bro. Like, you
Right.
know, and then another thing they say, jobs in
Mm-hmm.
the military don't always present clear career paths following time served. After leaving the
Mm-hmm.
military, only 1 in 4 veterans have a job to transition to. So
I can see that.
you think about all the other ones that how many people you think in the military, bro? Like I can't even. It's a
Oh,
lot of them. Let
yeah.
me just give y'all an example. If it's 10, you
Mm-hmm.
talking about if you got four, see
Right.
1 out of
Mm-hmm.
1 in 4, so 10, you may get 2.5 people that may get jobs that come out
Mm-hmm.
and transition into what they was doing.
Right.
So
I can see
that's
that.
yeah, that's why people when y'all pick these jobs,
Yep.
pick something that's gonna translate like medical. Medical gonna
Yep.
always translate outside of the military.
And
I can't,
that's that's where we talked about that a while back.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's when you take your child down and do the administration, and then you do the IT
yep,
and medical. in mechanics or maintenance or whatever.
Yeah,
Cause like you
yeah,
said, see, I was all the way infantry, all the
yeah,
way live. So it's kind of like, what you gonna do? Like security, like, or
yeah. They pay
I
like
mean,
15, $16 an hour.
the police officer, state trooper, something like, that ain't nothing I
Yeah,
really, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
you
yeah,
really, so you in a, you kind of really in a bind like that, that kind of
yeah,
feel.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they say, plus people enter the military at a young age with minimal job experience. The lack of
Mm-hmm.
transferable skills can present major barriers to securing and holding a stable source of income upon exiting the military, which
Mm-hmm.
leads to like affordable having affordable housing. The next one they talk about is
Mm-hmm.
affordable housing. Like
Right.
if you ain't making no money, bro, and you ain't got no affordable housing, what you think gonna happen? Where you gonna be at? There,
Man.
for okay, they say you crazy,
Yeah.
you can't make no money, and the
Yeah.
house is too high.
Right.
What you? I mean, bro, what y'all want them to do, dog? Like seriously, I don't know. I'm just saying,
It's
and then like you say, man, it's like they don't really um, make it easy for
mm-hmm.
vets. Vets
Right.
are like from what I see. Now, some of them out there,
Mm-hmm.
they stolen valor. They out there acting like they was in the
Yeah.
military and they really won't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And some of them really were, which they making it bad for the ones that were really in,
Right.
out there, perpetrating a fraud, talking about it was,
Yeah.
you know, World War III, and we ain't even had World War III yet, bro. Like,
Right. But one thing I can say about the VAs though,
hmm
like I know you still have those guys with that stolen valor or whatever, but they still do. I give them this, and that's what's like you said was so mind boggling what you were saying. I do give them this. Now they up on those medical records. They own your
hmm
medical records now.
Uh-huh.
They got your records. They own your medical records. The whole nine, right?
Yep.
But you see it, and you see what the deal is. You see where I've been. You see I've been in Southwest Asia, all that type stuff. Like, and you still, you know what I'm saying? Like turning the man down, turn me down, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Over and over and over
you
again.
know what I'm saying? So and then that's when the frustration kick in, man. Them guys go to
Yeah.
drinking, smoking.
Yeah, man.
They like you said, they subject to shoot up something. And then they call the guy crazy.
Yeah, he trying to figure it out and you ain't giving him nothing to
Right,
figure out. His job that he
right,
was in the military with didn't translate. So now he got to go somewhere like cutting grass.
right.
I mean, it just didn't
You don't
translate.
you don't want to give him no help and knowing that he
Yeah.
got injured in the military
Yeah. Exactly. His chart
is
tell you he got injuries, bro.
is in his medical records that he
Yeah,
got hurt in the
man.
military. And so it's a big mess, man, when it comes down to dealing with the vets.
Yeah,
It's,
because
it's real bad.
I know a guy, man. He he finally ended up getting his 100%. He used to work with me.
Mm-hmm.
He was ex-Marine and he had a bad
Mm-hmm.
knee. He had to go get shots and stuff and get stuff
Mm-hmm.
fluid pulled out of every week. And he was in
Mm-hmm.
was it Kuwait where they was near the
Burn pits.
yeah, where I give you cause dry eyes and stuff like that.
Right.
So he
Yeah.
was over there and man, it took him, he still kept fighting and fighting. They was like, he got with the right people, and they was like, well, that's an automatic. If you were near those burn pits, that should be an
Mm-hmm.
automatic uh, you know, approval
Right.
because you got to keep using stuff to, get your eyes moisture, all the
Right.
time. And he ended up getting it, man. He fought it for 2 years, maybe longer, but he ended up getting it. But I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
you looked at the man's record. You see what he was doing, what happened to him.
Right.
Why he got to fight for 2 years, bro? Like I mean,
Man.
I just don't understand
He's
it.
wild, man.
I know y'all, we all over the place. We talk about homelessness, but this is stuff that lead to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They can't get jobs. They
Mm-hmm.
can't get, um, they can't get the disability.
Right.
They y'all say they crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So what do y'all want them to do? Like they got a family. Yeah, he was in the
It's
military. He was doing
right.
halfway decent because they was eating free. But now he
Right.
got to fend for himself. He couldn't grab $15 an hour here in the heat all day. Now
It's
he thinking like,
outcast.
hey, bro, I done went over here and got shot at. I
Yeah.
done went and served, and I done did all this. And we almost homeless, bro. We got the all of us in
Right.
a one bedroom apartment. It's like
Right.
four of
Out.
us.
Like I said, outcast. Just throw them outside.
Yeah, that ain't right, bro. Ain't and another question. Why
Mm-hmm.
do why do regular people experience homelessness? And
Mm-hmm.
most of it is kind of the same. The first one for them is housing.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the main things. They ain't making enough money to
Mm-hmm.
pay for good housing, bro. You talking about if you define a good house in Raleigh,
Man,
hey, you talking about rent. I ain't talking about own. I'm talking about rent. You probably talking about
he's 18,
18,
21.
yeah, somewhere in that
18
area.
might be on the low end.
And they making, think about this. Listen to some of the jobs, bro. Minimum wage, 725, right? Then we
Mm-hmm.
got custom service workers, 1775.
Right.
Nursing assistants, $14.57.
See?
Maintenance and repairs, $20.76. Home health aides, $14.15. Retail workers, $14.03. Now, tell me how you gonna afford something like that. If your husband or your wife ain't
Mm-hmm.
making no real money, bro, you're gonna be homeless. Now, just so people can understand, when we say homeless, we ain't talking about it ain't always you on the street. That
On the
means you
street.
ain't got
Right.
your place. You got to go stay with somebody, bro, or in a
Right.
shelter or wherever.
Mm-hmm.
You got to move in with your family. You just ain't
And
got
those
nowhere to stay.
and those figures that you get just called out with those particular jobs in general,
Mm-hmm.
you pretty much gotta you pretty much gotta have two of those jobs under your belt
Yeah. Yeah,
to make it.
exactly. Yeah.
And a lot of people are doing that.
Yeah.
They doing these two jobs, man, and like I said, everything is going up except for the pay.
Except for the pay, dog. I'm not even gonna lie. Everything going up except for the pay. And
Mm-hmm.
that leads you kind of rolling with it because that leads to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
Homelessness and poverty are linked together. Poor
Mm-hmm.
people frequently are unable to pay for housing, food, childcare, healthcare, and education. And these difficult choices, what you think they're gonna choose, bro? They got to. You think
Man,
they kids got to eat. So now,
got to
if they
eat.
making that little bit of money, they're gonna go without something. Something they're
Yeah,
gonna go without. Health
you
care,
got
something.
yeah. Or you gotta fall back on the light bill.
Yeah.
That's when people start, making, they be making, there's some people out there that make monthly payments on light bills.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is they can't make
Yeah.
that whole monthly payment when they come in. They gotta let that
Roll
overlap to
over.
the roll over. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And then you gotta, it's like that out there.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people don't realize it. You know what I'm
I-
saying?
I'm trying to tell you, man, and it's like the lack of opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
employment opportunities, uh, the decline in available public assistance.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got like the stuff that they used to have.
Right.
They can't help them like they used to because for one,
Mm-hmm.
people that abuse the system now.
Yeah.
They get like six
Yeah.
hundred a month. They buying steak and selling the rest, doc. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You know how it is. Hey, that's what they do, man.
Yo,
You
y'all
right.
gotta stop that. Y'all the best system, but folk can't even get it if they need it. Doc. Y'all out here selling. They got boy. Listen, the first of the month, you go to the first
Right.
boy, they got stuff falling all on the floor. And
And
by week number two,
yeah. And see the crazy part about that, like you saying that system,
yeah.
and like you said, that system is either is the have and the have nots.
Oh,
You
one hundred
either
percent.
have it or you
Or you
don't have
don't.
it.
That's
Because
it.
like I said, when you get in the system, like I said, they going you go down there and get some assistance, right? They're
Uh-huh.
gonna give you housing. Like I said, in most cases, they're gonna give you housing or whatever, but they got you boxed in.
Joe for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
boxed in the projects, with
Yep.
everybody else. And then like
Yep.
I said, the crime rate, you know what I'm saying, how
It's
they
high.
go.
Yeah.
You can't
Shooting
get
all
out.
night.
Like
Yeah.
I said, your kids ain't really, learning that much like that because of the
Yeah.
environment that they're in.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the system, man. It's kind of like, it's kind of to me, it's kind of it's a controlled environment. They
Oh,
controlling
100%.
they controlling the narrative. You know what I mean? Because like I said, have and a have nots. We're gonna give you this, but your husband can't stay in the house with
Yeah, we're gonna give you this, but you got to give us him. And look,
you.
y'all
Yeah,
don't get mad with me. I ain't giving up no. It's public knowledge that folks used to sell
right,
food stamp, dog. We used to sell
right.
them back in the. We used to buy them back in the day, dog, when they had the
What's
paper
that?
thing, food stamps, dog. Tell them
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah,
give,
yeah,
don't. I
yeah,
ain't giving away no
yeah.
nothing. I ain't telling on y'all. I'm just saying we used to buy the
Right,
paper ones in the books. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So I'm just saying they sell it, and the reason why they do it is
Mm-hmm.
because they don't have enough income, bro. They got to get some money. Food stamps don't get them to work, bro.
Right,
Mm.
right. So they got, like you said, they got to take that. They got to take that.
Got to
What's
do
on
what they
that
got to
card?
do.
Because there's
Yep.
there's only for food. So they got to take that
Yeah.
and flip it.
And
So
flip
if
it.
I can get, yeah, if I can get $100 cash,
I'm gonna
you know,
get it
oh, I'm gonna get it. So I give you
for
$100 to stay.
$150
How,
worth of.
yeah, however they do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the
Yeah.
going rate is now, but I think you might be right in the
Yeah,
ballpark.
about a hundred for 150 all.
Yeah,
You give them
160
cash.
maybe.
Yeah, you give them 100, and they be like, "All
Yeah,
right, bro, here go the pen. Go handle your business."
yeah.
But we, try to make humor of it, but it's just like and that's what caused folks to be go into these
Mm-hmm.
homeless situations. They can't afford a
Right.
lot of stuff, dog. And the
Mm-hmm.
kids, they suffer the most because you think
Mm-hmm.
about it. They don't have health care.
Right.
They don't have good sleeping environments.
Nope.
They don't have, they got domestic violence, like you just
Yep.
mentioned, the
Yep.
living environments is crazy. They can't really go outside and play. Then some of them,
He.
they friends and got killed
Mm-hmm.
right there with them. It's just a whole lot of stuff, man. Then the parents, they don't push like they supposed to push to try to get
Right.
out because they comfortable.
Right.
You talking
Yeah.
about
And
paying
see,
$20 a month for rent, bro?
right. And see, that go back to what I was saying. They got you boxed in. They got
Yeah.
you trapped in the system. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you got $20 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your nice 2 bedroom apartment, nice heat,
Yeah,
nice
man.
air, or
Yeah.
whatever. But when then they go back to two, like what you were saying about the kids too, like the hunger, like they
Mm-hmm.
may not have no food, right?
Yeah.
And see, they when you like, I don't care what you try to teach a kid, you can't teach
Yeah.
them nothing on their stomach growler.
Nothing at all, bro. And the only
I
time
don't
they
care
eat when
what you
they at
don't, yeah,
school,
yeah, I don't care what you try to teach them. You know what I'm saying? So that it go back to that hunger too.
it's tough,
With the
man.
kids.
And they say, domestic violence, battered women who live in poverty are often forced to choose between an abusive relationship or
Mm-hmm.
homelessness. You think
Mm-hmm.
about that. She
That's
got to
crazy.
choose to go come home every day and get whooped on, or stay
Right.
on the street, or go stay with somebody else, or stay in a homeless shelter
Right.
because they ain't making the money, they ain't got the resources. I mean, it's just bad, that which kind of leads to, like,
Mm-hmm.
mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
They say approximately, well, I can't get these words out, but approximately, what the heck, 16%. 16% of single adult homeless population suffer from the same form of severe and persistent mental illness. That's from the U.S. Conference of Mayors in this old
Mm-hmm.
2005. But that leads to
Mm-hmm.
addiction. Now you know what addiction
Yeah.
lead to.
Yep.
They're gonna lead to you being outside, bro. Like
Yep.
I'm just saying, dog. I got a lot more stuff that we can go over. Like, for example,
Mm-hmm.
this I'm gonna go ahead and get to this because we got to get to this. How do we
Mm-hmm.
fix the homeless problem? A coordinated approach to end homelessness, a community-wide coordinated approach to delivering services, housing, and program is needed.
Mm-hmm.
So that let me know, and I can't speak for everybody, so
Mm-hmm.
it don't look like it's no coordinated
It,
approach, bro.
it ain't, man. It ain't.
It don't it don't look
It
like
ain't.
it's one at all, doc.
Because the reason why I say that,
Uh-huh.
like I say, because you can see so many abandoned houses.
Yeah.
You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like, you got
Yeah.
abandoned houses, stuff like that, so I
Yeah.
mean, you can't you can't do nothing with them. You just
You
gonna
can't let them
you just
tear them down
you
or
just prefer to let them sit there and let people still sleep on the street. You know what I
yep,
mean? So
yep.
yeah, you know
That's
what I'm
what they
saying?
prefer, that. But like you said, man, it's not like from what I seen, it's not like a
Mm-hmm.
real approach that they
Right.
because they overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, you go downtown and you see the homeless folk. That's the only time that the situation is highlighted. You're like, bro, all these folks standing out here on the ground, bro.
Yeah, man.
I think it's at Moore Square or somewhere like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, like, and then you got the people that be setting up tents in the woods and all kind of stuff. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying, bro, I can't be the only one that see it. I know the doggo, these officials gotta see it, bro.
They see
Hey,
it.
I'm asking y'all, what y'all doing about it, dog? We want
Right.
to know.
Right.
We
Because
want to know, bro.
they see it when they see it when they rolling by on their Benz
Yo,
that
yeah,
on the way home, that Benz or either that Tesla.
yeah. And they look over at them and
Yeah,
keep going
they keep right on going. You know, it don't even affect them or whatever. You
at
know what I'm
all.
saying?
At
Yeah.
all. And back to the thing again, they talk about the housing. Housing as the solution. The solution to homelessness is simple. Housing, rapid rehousing, just like you was talking about them empty houses that didn't go fix up, is an
Mm-hmm.
intervention designed to quickly connect people to housing and services. All them old houses, like you said, that you go by and
Yeah.
they got them boarded up and they ain't gonna do nothing
Mm-hmm.
with them. You mean the city you could now, you and I used to do real estate investing. So you mean to tell
Mm-hmm.
me
Right.
I can see an old house. Now I can go
Right.
take and put 10 or 15,000 in and rehab the whole house and
Right.
put
Yep.
somebody in it. You mean to tell me the city ain't got that? I mean, come on now. Like but
Man,
you
you
can
know.
pay, and I know I'm getting off on the tangent, but hey, oh well.
Oh, go ahead. You good.
But but you could pay for five. But you've seen it. Like one dude
Right.
in the hole, and you got five standing around on top watching it.
Yeah.
So you could pay the other five guys to watch the one guy dig the hole, but
Right.
but you can't. Y'all
That's
got to stop
crazy.
this. It is.
Like I said, what my boy say, go ahead and go off on him, man. Like I said, what the boy say, this your show.
Yes, right. That's right. I forgot about that. Now. I'm just saying, y'all got to
But you
stop.
right though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying they can afford that. They can afford to do that. But like you said, bro, you can go in some of these neighborhoods,
Mm-hmm.
and if it ain't whatever. I'ma say it. If it ain't a certain skin color, when they go do this regentrification, you ain't getting it.
Hey,
I know,
hey,
bro.
that's what it is.
Listen. It used to be some properties over there off of Fargo
Mm-hmm.
in Durham.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't dare. I had a dude. He bought a house over there. Every time
Mm-hmm.
he put carpet in it, they go in and
Mm-hmm.
steal it out. That's how bad it was.
Now that's bad. That's
Now
bad. They go steal the carpet out
they
when you
go
put it
steal the
down.
carpet. He said, man, I had to stop putting carpet in until I got somebody in. He said, I put it in there 2 or 3 times. I go in there because I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
rent the house out. He said, I'm trying to rent it out. I go in
Right.
there, put carpet in it, go back, next couple of days, carpet gone. And now you go over there,
Mm-hmm.
there you go
That's
over there, nothing like that. I'm talking about
right.
houses over there, probably about 700,000 over there now in that
Mm-hmm.
same hood, bro. I'm
Man.
telling you. Yeah, yeah. But back in there, he bought that house for dirt cheap, man. And
Mm-hmm.
because the area was so bad, I had bought one in Durham and
Mm-hmm.
went in. I had to go look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
Right.
I pulls up. I see some folk come out on the porch looking around, and some come out on their porch looking around. I said, "Look fine to me." I kept right on going, Doc. I
He said,
said,
nah, that's all right.
I give it to the realtor, let her deal with it. I'm
Said, that's
not
all right,
going. Yeah,
cuz.
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm straight, Doc. For real. And then they say assistance for the most vulnerable. Sometimes people
Mm-hmm.
need longer term rental assistance, services,
Mm-hmm.
support to achieve stability. Permanent
Mm-hmm.
supportive housing is a proven solution to
Mm-hmm.
homelessness for the most vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so they just gotta, instead of taking the money
Mm-hmm.
and paying five guys to watch one guy dig a hole,
Right.
They need to take the money and spread around a little better. Like honestly, every
Mm-hmm.
year, and you probably see it too. Every year, they get brand new trucks. They
Oh
had
yeah.
the top of the line stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you mean to tell me now them trucks ain't cheap? You mean to tell me y'all
Oh
can't
no.
scale back at least three?
And
You
see,
get
like
brand
what
new
you
police cars every
right.
year.
Yep.
Saying,
Yep. And see what you were saying about those affordable housing. I think, man, what I see about that, what I see, and what
mm-hmm,
I'm gonna say about that situation. Um, these places, I think where they mess up at. This
mm-hmm,
this is my opinion.
uh-huh.
So if they come at me, oh well.
Hey, this
Um,
is what it is.
this is
Holla
my
at them.
opinion. When they got these affordable houses, like say like in the projects or whatever you want to call them,
Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think where they best the biggest mistake is they let these young girls have these
Yeah.
babies and get up in there,
Yep.
and then then they got Ray J and whoever else running in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like they and them boys like that. They in and out. They living the life
Living the
because
life,
they
bro.
come in, they drink all day or whatever, hang out. Then they come in, they lay up with old girl, and they eating off the food stamps or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
What they call it now? The food, let's say food part, whatever
EBT.
they call EBT. They eating off of that
Yeah.
cause old girl getting steaks and all that. They drinking beer and all this stuff, right? And then when you talking about the domestic violence, when they come in out, they done drunk all day, and old girl, like they already laying up for
Yep.
free anyway with
Yep.
with the
Yep.
girl, right? Then they come in, they punch it on the girl. They mad because she might be on the phone talking to her brother or somebody. They
Yeah.
hear a dude's voice and they jumping on her and say, I
Yep.
think the mistake is they should put the elderly
Yep. In them places.
in those places like that
Yep.
first.
First.
Instead of letting a young girl just 18, 19 years old,
Yep.
20, whatever,
Yep.
she have a baby. The first thing they do, they just slide her right on in there.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then you got a whole lot of stuff. You got her, she just had a baby, right?
Yep.
She might not be with the baby daddy, but she start dating another guy. And then the other guy gonna come back because he want to see his baby, and he gonna see the other dude there around his child. And then there you go, you got a
Toxic.
whole melting pot. You
You
know what
got
I'm
a whole
saying?
melting
So,
pot of
and
mess
that's my opinion. I say that's where they, if you ask me,
where
that's
they
where
go
they go
wrong
wrong
at.
at. I
I
think they
agree
should
with
put
that.
I think they should put the elderly, and cause you see a lot of elderly and older
Mm-hmm.
people that's homeless.
Yes.
That's why I say they should address them first.
And then you see the young folk living it up, paying $20
Yeah,
a month.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. Then when in the
Yo.
wintertime, what they call that thing in the wintertime when they go down and they take care of the electric bill and all that.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking. I can't
You
think
know
of
what
the
I'm
name of
saying?
it though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
live in the life.
They living the life, dog. And the last point, we're gonna make this is something that they could do, should do to help.
Right.
Increasing employment and income. Programs designed to assist low income people increase their income
Mm-hmm.
are critical to supporting housing stability. Y'all got to get
Mm-hmm.
these folks some bread, bro. Y'all got to,
Yeah,
hey
man.
man, y'all got to get them a little bit more money, bro. I understand,
Mm-hmm.
when they go to, work at these places,
Right.
it's 7.25 an hour, but bro,
Yeah.
everybody's situation different. Well, that's what we're
Right.
gonna pay them if you want to work here, and that's why y'all got now hiring signs everywhere, because
Yeah,
y'all got
man.
to pay
It's
them at least, bro. I know they're gonna take a cut. They got to
right.
take a pay. I mean, they're gonna have to take a cut in their money. But bro, if you
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's and your line around the building every single day, you paying folks $7.25 or $10 an hour, whatever they pay them. But
Right.
come on, dog. Like y'all got to do a little
Hey,
better, bro.
you talking about what you said 750?
Yeah, seven twenty
They getting
five,
paid
whatever.
725 and
Yeah,
see to come back what you were saying about that about the line around the building.
yeah,
And sometimes you go to them places like that. You know how they act when they working. They
yeah.
already getting that 750, man. They not to knock what you were saying, but they don't care nothing about that line around the building.
They show. That's my point.
You know what I'm
Because you
saying?
ain't
Like
paying them enough to care.
yeah, you paying what it said. You get what you pay for.
You
Like
get
you
what you
paying them
pay for.
750, they can care less, man. Like that line around the building. I mean, like you said, they got some kind of we got to figure out some kind of way to give them some bread though.
Yeah.
Like
And they
everything is going up, and
everything
except the
going up.
pay.
Hey, bro, and they looking at you like they look out that window and look around the corner. They say, "Am I gonna rush? Never,
Right.
never. I'm not gonna." They'll wait. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
that's the mentality, doc, that they got, and they just go because, like I said, you got mental health, you got low
Mm-hmm.
pay, you got no housing, you got
Mm-hmm.
domestic violence, you got all.
Right.
It's a whole bag of stuff that go into this
Mm-hmm.
homelessness piece, and it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna take just not us just talking about it. I hope somebody here and y'all can get active on it because it don't make no
Right.
sense. It's
Right.
100 degrees and you got folk got to figure it out. Well, I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
during the day. I don't care. You can't stay here. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? I
They say
mean,
come back at 7 o'clock
at a certain
when they
time,
open
dog.
up.
And
But
and that's the
mm-hmm.
sad part about it.
Yeah.
If you don't
But
get there first, you in trouble.
right. Back to the fast food thing. And I know that's a little bit. It might be a little bit off topic with the
Oh no, you
homelessness. Like
straight. You straight, dog.
when like this letting the people know too. When you go to these fast food places, man, just take a breath and
Yeah.
chill. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When you getting your food, don't degrade. I seen so many videos, man. These people
Yeah.
be degrading these people working in these places like that,
Yeah,
man.
man.
And they making your food. Not saying that they'll do something to your food, which they will, but you got to figure, man, like these people making $7.50 an hour. And then they trying to, they trying their best to serve you,
Mm-hmm.
and then they trying to then serve you in the best way they can, and then they think about how they gonna pay their light bill.
Right. Or they light bill behind, or their lights off, or they got
Right,
extension for 2 days and they trying to
right,
figure it out. And then here you go with your
right,
big Mercedes or your big F-150 and
right,
you want to down belittle them and
right,
hey, let me get my food.
right. And they
All this
trying,
weird stuff.
and then they don't, and then they trying to figure out, well, so and so supposed to pick me up from work today. I don't know who I'm gonna get to pick me up. I got to work on time, but I don't know who gonna pick me up and carry
Right.
me home. Man,
Yeah.
they got so many
So
things at
much
play.
stuff, boy.
That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
telling
Just
you.
to shout out to people, just just take your time with them,
Take your
man.
time and
On
breathe,
just
bro.
yeah, just look out for the people, man. Cause like I said, now like I said, I tell you the people that be trying to shade them like that.
Mm-hmm.
Put them behind that counter
Yeah, dog. They can't make it. They
in that
can't make
drive
it,
through
dog.
line. You know what I'm
They
saying?
can't. That
So
drive-through line be real, boy, especially when it's
right,
raining. Nobody want
right.
to get out when it's
Right. And I know because I be the same way. I know you be tired, you be ready to get home, you be
yeah.
like, oh man, here we go. But just take a breath, man, pull on over to the side. If they tell you to pull over.
Just
Cause
pull
like I
on
said,
over, bro.
and like you said, like you was talking about what we talking about, the topic that we talking about, it could be some people that's working in there that's homeless, but they
Yeah.
trying to get back on their feet.
Yeah.
And then you coming at them like that.
I know one dog, and I ain't gonna say where he work, but I know
Right,
where he work at, and
right.
he come to work every day, homeless, trying to
Right.
figure
Riding
it
a
out.
bicycle or something. Might
Yeah,
be
trying
riding
to
a bike or
hide it.
something.
Yeah, trying to
Right.
hide it, and I'm just like, hey man, y'all got to cut the man some slack, bro.
Right.
Because, you know, it's easy to say, like, but somebody should be doing XYZ when you doing good, when you at the top. When you at the
Mm-hmm.
bottom, boy, you got to figure out, okay, like you said, I got here. I had gas to get here. And I
See?
don't know how I'm gonna get home. And I
That's what
don't
I'm
know if
saying.
anybody gonna give me nothing. And then they gotta take a chance of maybe taking some out the register. Then that's gonna
Yeah.
risk their job. Then they got
Mm-hmm.
to get the kids picked up. I mean, like I said, it's
Yep.
just a whole lot of stuff, bro, to just go
Yep.
into it. And
That
hey,
mental health.
before we get out here, y'all chill with these folks,
Right.
these drive throughs, bro.
Right.
Cut it out.
That's where that mental health kicking in at
Yeah,
the mental depression and all
yeah,
that stuff kicking in at with them people too like that, man. They
yeah.
fly off the handle on you too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
So
I'm
y'all
saying?
like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe, y'all share, remix it. We don't care, doc. Y'all do what y'all got to do, doc.
Right.
Until next time, thank y'all for joining Man Talk 133. This was Men Unite and chill out on them people at them drive-throughs. Till next time. We out.
Right.
Peace.
Peace.